Late January in the Smurf. It's not raining. I left this morning on the bike and I knew because it was smearing, it was drizzling, it was eloquently spitting that no one would be out. And of course it's the magic hour, 10:30 in the morning. Everyone's in their coffins, children, adults, everyone, except the wild cyclist, the wild walker, the wild awaker. And so the whole path along the riverside was empty. Got to the station was empty. Onto the train was empty, no conductor. I don't even think there was a driver. And up here, empty. And it's beautiful. And I read a quote from John O'Donoghue, the Irish priest poet, who in his 50s he gave up the priesthood. He met a woman and they hit it off, and he wrote some wonderful books. Kind of burned himself out, I think, and he died from a heart attack. I think he died from having too much fun. But came from the Burren, and there's a wonderful little video called A Celtic Pilgrimage, which everyone should watch. And I think in it, or perhaps his book, A Divine Beauty, he says when you come into this landscape, you know, like the Burren, west of Ireland, the hills, Connemara, Galway, when you come into these landscapes, you're bringing the body home. Because, let's face it, the human was never designed for offices and corners and streets. And it's just a simple, obvious quote, but it's this idea of bringing the body home. And at first you don't feel that because you've been too covered over with the nonsense, the claptrap of the city, which is the opposite of home. But once you get that off, you start feeling that, bringing the body home. And as soon as you come into these hills, you feel it deep down. And it is a healing process. And this is what O'Donoghue meant. And that's why he went back to the Burren. And he had a small cottage there with a huge library. And between the books and the hills and his new love, he died a happy man. And what more can you ask? I think that was Jean Moreau said, the aim of life is to die in good health. Sláinte!